My brothers and sisters, we live in a time where everyone has dreams, ambitions, and goals. We all want success. We all desire happiness, but wanting alone is not enough, and dreams remain mere fantasies without action. If you want to achieve, then you must get to work. Look around you, nothing moves without effort. The sun rises every morning, tirelessly following its course. The rivers flow, carving valleys through mountains. Even the smallest ant is on a mission, constantly striving. Allah has placed a lesson in every creation. Success comes to those who work. Do not sit back waiting for miracles to happen while you make no effort. Even when Maryam, peace be upon her, was in need, Allah instructed her to shake the trunk of the date palm. Could He not have sent the dates directly to her? Of course He could. But He wanted to teach us that we must do our part, no matter how small it seems. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companions were building the masjid in Medina, they did not stand aside giving instructions. They lifted bricks, carried stones, and worked tirelessly. They knew the importance of contributing with their own hands. Today we seek success, whether in our faith, our careers, our families, or our communities. But are we putting in the necessary effort? Are we waking up early, making the most of our time, and striving with sincerity? Or are we wasting our days in procrastination and excuses? Understand this, no one owes you anything. You must earn it. Allah has promised to reward those who strive. He says, and that there is not for man except that good for which he strives. Quran 53:39. If you want the reward, if you want the result, then get to work. Stop complaining about your circumstances. Stop blaming others for your failures. Your destiny is in your hands through the will of Allah. He has given you strength, intelligence, and the opportunity. What are you doing with it? If you want knowledge, then study. If you want wealth, then work honestly and diligently. If you want good health, then take care of your body. If you want Jannah, then engage in worship, charity, and good deeds. Nothing comes without effort. Do not fear hard work, fear laziness, fear regret. The regret of wasted time, the regret of lost opportunities, and the regret of unfulfilled potential. Work hard today so you don't look back tomorrow with sorrow. And remember, no effort is too small. Even a smile is charity. Even a kind word is rewarded. So get up, get moving, and get to work. Allah grant us the strength to strive, the wisdom to prioritize, and the perseverance to succeed. Dreams are powerful. They ignite passion, fuel ambition, and give us hope. Every great achievement in history began as a dream in someone's mind. But a dream without action is just a wish. You can envision the most beautiful future, but if you don't get up and work towards it, that vision will remain a fantasy. It is not enough to merely want success. You must be willing to strive for it, to sacrifice for it, and to relentlessly pursue it. We often admire successful people, seeing only their achievements and not the struggles behind them. We see the results but overlook the countless hours of hard work, dedication, and perseverance they invested. No one reaches greatness by sitting back and merely wishing for it. They put in the effort day in and day out, regardless of how they felt. They turned their dreams into goals and their goals into plans. Then they acted on those plans with consistency and discipline. Think about it, every skill, every accomplishment, every milestone requires work. You cannot learn without studying. You cannot build without effort. You cannot succeed without striving. Even the prophets, the most beloved of Allah, did not sit back and wait for change. They were active, they preached, they traveled, they endured hardships, and they faced opposition. They understood that spreading the truth required effort and sacrifice. In today's world, many people desire quick success, instant gratification, and easy results. They want the rewards without the labor, the fruits without the planting. But life does not work that way. Even a tree takes years to grow and bear fruit. The farmer must till the land, plant the seeds, water the crops, and patiently wait for the harvest. This is the law of nature. Effort precedes reward. Do not fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect time or the right moment to start working towards your dreams. The perfect time is now. Every moment you delay is an opportunity lost. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before you know it, years have passed with nothing to show. Those who achieve greatness are those who begin even when the conditions are not ideal. who start with whatever resources they have and who keep moving forward despite the challenges. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. You can imagine success, you can visualize it, you can even plan for it, but until you take action, nothing changes. It is like standing at the edge of a river and dreaming of reaching the other side. You can analyze the water, measure the distance, and hope for a miracle, but unless you start swimming, you will remain stuck on the same shore. Many people fear failure, and this fear paralyzes them. They worry about making mistakes, about what others will think, or about not being good enough. But failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the journey. Every successful person has failed at some point. They stumbled, they fell, but they got back up and continued. They learned from their mistakes and grew stronger. If you are not willing to fail, you are not ready to succeed. Excuses are another enemy of action. We often tell ourselves, I'll start tomorrow, or I don't have enough time, or I'm not ready yet. But tomorrow is not guaranteed, and readiness is a myth. The only way to be ready is to begin. Start small if you must, but start. Progress is better than perfection. Taking imperfect action is better than standing still. Allah has given each of us unique talents, abilities, and opportunities. It is our duty to use them. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer, while there is good in both." Strength is not just physical. It is also mental, emotional, and spiritual. It is the strength to persevere, to work hard, and to remain steadfast in the face of difficulties. If you look at the lives of successful people, you will notice one common trait: they are doers, not just dreamers. They did not wait for opportunities to come to them. They went out and created their own opportunities. They understood that no one would hand them success on a silver platter. They had to earn it through consistent effort, resilience, and sacrifice. You must be willing to push through the pain, to keep going when it's hard, and to remain focused on your vision even when distractions surround you. Discipline is the key. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going. It is the ability to work even when you don't feel like it, to show up every day and give your best. You cannot afford to waste time. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and once it's gone, it never returns. Every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment taken away from your dreams. If you truly want to achieve something meaningful, you must prioritize your goals and eliminate distractions. Remember that hard work is not always glamorous. It is not always exciting. It is waking up early, staying up late, sacrificing comfort, and putting in the hours when no one is watching. It is overcoming boredom, fatigue, and self-doubt. But every effort you make brings you one step closer to your dream. The road to success is not easy, but it is worth it. And the satisfaction of achieving something through your own hard work is incomparable. When you finally reach your goal, you will look back and realize that every drop of sweat, every sleepless night, and every sacrifice was worth it. Success is not an accident. It is the result of consistent effort, discipline, and perseverance. In this world, nothing worthwhile comes easily. If you want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to work for it, day in and day out, regardless of the challenges you face. Success comes to those who strive consistently, who push through difficulties, and who refuse to give up, no matter how hard the journey becomes. Look at nature for inspiration. The river carves its way through solid rock, not by sheer force, but by continuous flow. It doesn't stop when it encounters an obstacle. It finds a way around it or slowly wears it down over time. This is the power of consistency. It is not about massive effort once in a while, but about steady, persistent action. Just as drops of water can eventually shape a stone, your small, consistent efforts can lead to monumental success. Many people dream big but lack the discipline to work consistently towards their goals. They start with excitement and motivation but give up when the initial enthusiasm fades. Motivation is temporary, comes and goes. Consistency, however, is a habit. It is the commitment to keep moving forward even on days when you don't feel like it. It is about showing up, putting in the work, and giving your best no matter how small the progress seems. Successful people are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who never give up. They are the ones who wake up every morning and work towards their dreams, regardless of how they feel. They understand that consistency builds momentum, and momentum brings results. Every step, no matter how small, moves them closer to their goal. They do not allow temporary setbacks to discourage them because they know that success is a journey, not a destination. Failure is a part of this journey. Those who strive consistently are not afraid of failure. They see failure as a lesson, not as a defeat. When they fall, they get back up and try again. They learn from their mistakes, adapt their strategies, and keep moving forward. They understand that every successful person has faced failure but persisted despite it. It is this persistence that separates the achievers from the quitters. One of the biggest challenges to consistency is impatience. We live in a world of instant gratification where people want quick results without putting in the necessary work. But success requires patience. It requires faith in the process. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, your efforts need time to bear fruit. Do not be discouraged by slow progress. Slow progress is still progress. Every effort counts, and every step brings you closer to your goal. Consistency also requires discipline. It is about making sacrifices and staying focused on your priorities. It means saying no to distractions, resisting temptations, and sticking to your routine. It means working even when you don't feel like it, even when it's difficult, and even when no one is watching. This discipline is what builds character and resilience. It is what strengthens your willpower and prepares you for greater challenges. Look at the lives of great people throughout history. Whether they were scholars, inventors, leaders, or athletes, they all had one thing in common: they were consistent. They woke up early, followed a disciplined routine, and worked hard every day. They understood that mastery comes from repetition. They practiced their craft, improved their skills, and kept learning, no matter how successful they became. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us the value of consistency. He said, "The most beloved deeds to Allah are those done consistently, even if they are small." This teaches us that it is not about doing something big once, but about doing small good deeds regularly. This applies to every area of life. It is better to study a little every day than to cram all at once. It is better to save a little consistently than to wait for a large amount. Consistency leads to growth. Many people give up too soon because they do not see immediate results, but success is not an overnight achievement. It is the result of continuous effort over time. Just because you do not see the outcome right away does not mean your efforts are wasted. Imagine a bamboo tree that stays underground for years before suddenly shooting up. During those years, it was developing a strong root system. Similarly, your consistent efforts are building a solid foundation for your success, even if the results are not yet visible. The journey is long and the road is tough, but consistency makes it easier. It creates habits that become second nature. It builds confidence and resilience. It allows you to overcome challenges because you have trained yourself to keep going no matter what. It is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about being better today than you were yesterday, even if the improvement is small. When you strive consistently, you inspire others. Your perseverance and dedication motivate those around you. You become a role model, showing others that hard work and commitment lead to success. You prove that dreams are achievable if you are willing to put in the effort every day. Success is not reserved for the privileged or the lucky. It is for those who are willing to strive consistently, who are willing to do the work, and who are willing to keep going even when the journey gets tough. It is for those who have the discipline to stay focused, the patience to wait for the results, and the resilience to rise after every fall. One of the biggest obstacles to success is the habit of blaming others for our failures. It is easy to point fingers, to find excuses, and to shift responsibility. But the truth is, no one owes you anything. Your destiny is in your hands, and you are responsible for the choices you make and the actions you take. If you want to achieve greatness, you must take ownership of your life, stop blaming others, and start taking control. Many people blame their circumstances, their upbringing, their environment, or their lack of resources. They say, I could have succeeded if only I had better opportunities, or I would have done better if others supported me. But there are countless examples of people who started with nothing and achieved extraordinary success. They did not wait for perfect conditions. They used whatever resources they had, worked hard, and created their own opportunities. Blaming others may feel comforting in the moment because it absolves you of responsibility. But in reality, it keeps you stuck. It keeps you powerless because you are giving control over your life to someone else. When you blame others, you are saying that your success depends on them, not on you. This mindset prevents growth and progress because you are not taking charge of your actions and decisions. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mindset. You must believe that you have the power to shape your future. You must stop making excuses and start finding solutions. Your circumstances may not be your fault, but how you respond to them is entirely up to you. It is not about what happens to you, but about how you choose to react. Look at the lives of great people who faced incredible challenges yet refused to blame others. They took control of their destiny and became successful through hard work, perseverance, and determination. They understood that complaining would not change their situation, only action would. They learned from their failures, adapted to their circumstances, and kept moving forward. Blaming others also leads to a victim mentality where you see yourself as powerless and incapable of changing your life. This mindset is dangerous because it creates a cycle of negativity and helplessness. You start to believe that life is unfair, that everyone is against you, and that no matter what you do, you cannot succeed. This negative thinking becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because you stop trying, and as a result, you achieve nothing. To break free from this cycle, you must take responsibility for your life. This does not mean blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong. It means accepting that you are in control of your actions, decisions, and reactions. It means understanding that you have the power to change your situation, no matter how difficult it may be. When you take responsibility, you take back your power. You stop waiting for others to change, and you start changing yourself. One of the most empowering realizations is that your destiny is in your hands. Allah has given you the ability to choose, to strive, and to improve yourself. He has provided you with intelligence, skills, and opportunities. It is up to you to use them. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, strive for that which will benefit you, seek the help of Allah, and do not feel helpless. This teaches us that we must take initiative, work hard, and rely on Allah for success. Even when things do not go as planned, do not waste time blaming others. Instead, reflect on what you could have done differently. Learn from your mistakes and use them as stepping stones to grow. Failure is not the end, it is a lesson. Those who succeed are not those who never fail, but those who learn from failure and keep trying. They do not dwell on the past, they focus on what they can do now to improve their future. Blaming others also damages relationships. It creates resentment, anger, and conflict. When you constantly accuse others of being the cause of your problems, you push them away. People do not like to be blamed or criticized. They become defensive and distant. To build healthy relationships, you must communicate with understanding, take responsibility for your actions, and avoid unnecessary blame. Taking ownership of your life also means taking ownership of your emotions. No one can control how you feel. People or situations may trigger your emotions, but how you respond is your choice. If you allow others to control your emotions, you give them power over you. Instead, practice emotional intelligence. Learn to manage your feelings, stay calm under pressure, and respond with wisdom and patience. Your destiny is shaped by the decisions you make every day. If you want success, you must make choices that lead you towards your goals. This means being disciplined, staying focused, and working hard. It means avoiding distractions, saying no to negativity, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. Your environment plays a role, but ultimately your choices determine your outcome. Stop comparing yourself to others and focus on your own journey. Everyone has different challenges, strengths, and opportunities. Comparing yourself only leads to envy and dissatisfaction. Instead, compete with yourself. Strive to be better today than you were yesterday. Set realistic goals, track your progress, and celebrate your achievements. No one will fight for your dreams more than you will. If you want to succeed, you must take action, even when it is difficult. Do not wait for others to believe in you. Believe in yourself. Do not wait for others to help you. Help yourself. Do not wait for opportunities to come to you. Create your own opportunities. Your past does not define your future. Your circumstances do not limit your potential. Your excuses do not justify your inaction. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the willingness to take responsibility and work towards them. You have the power to change your life, but it starts with you. The moment you stop blaming others and start taking control, your journey to success begins.